first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 65 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Back out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Play action here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On third down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The LA Chargers taking over on offense here in a second. They won 6 of their last 7 in 2017. You mentioned earlier, just missing the playoffs. And, you know, who would have guessed that they would have had a rebound like that, because they started 0-4.
They really channeled what the 1992 Chargers franchise that started 0-4 and ended up 12-4 and won their division. But they came close. What a valiant run. But they ran into our producer, Ben Ramsauer's Kansas City Chiefs, in Kansas City late in the season. That one loss out of those last 7, that's the one that kept them out of the playoffs.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. They go play action. Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. Chicago's offense getting set to take over, and it's a crew, not only offensively, but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes. That's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
Are you really exciting the fans on that one?
I was reaching.
Look, they finished number 10 on defense in the league, which was really somewhat remarkable because they had a number of injuries on all 3 levels, and somehow they fashioned that together. But Mitchell Trubisky, their rookie quarterback, who played well in spurts, they've got to surround him with talent, and a number 1 receiver would be a great place to begin. Because right now, the guys playing the perimeter, they're not going to give you very many game-breaking plays.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 49 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. With Howard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards there. And remember, Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
Here's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers, throw right side, complete to Williams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They try again with Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first, they go right back to Howard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
Touchdown, Chicago! Kendall Wright, 41 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now the point after try for Santos. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this decision here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go play action. Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the interception here, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Corey Legion in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Play action. It's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
The Chargers getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Trubisky going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Defense showing blitz. Here's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fresh set of downs here. Now Cohen looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big time.
Oh, no, he lost the football.